Hey guys.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is It's About the Pasta, a Vanderpump Rules podcast. Season 2, episode 4. We've gotten past the worst of the worst.
Well, I mean, that's not true. For all the people who have not seen Vanderpump Rules, there are some terrible episodes ahead.
Yeah, I just hate episode 3. But it's fine. It's
this
fine.
This season, I think we're done with terrible episods. They're just in the way future. There's some really bad episodes.
This season only goes up from here. We're on the Geek Nerdery Podcast Network. Check us out there if you want to, along with a lot of other podcasts. Also, be sure to subscribe to this podcast, rate us, leave a 5-star review, because that's what we want. We don't
5 stars for Alicia and Meredith because we love you.
Love you.
Let's kill them with kindness. Let's kill them with kindness, season 2.
I can't.
For the reviews.
I'll kill them with kindness until we get a review that's not 5 stars, and then I'm coming for your ass.
Okay, Alicia, kill them with kindness first.
I warned. I said I'll be kind until.
No.
Also, if you're listening to this, we super appreciate it, but also just be sure to download the episode. It really does help us, especially in the off season. Our numbers haven't gone down too much, which we're like super thankful
No, we've been crushing it. I love everyone who is into season 1, and thus far we've only had season 1 come out in Alicia and I's Today's World. But they've been great. You know, a lot of people seem to be watching season 1. Quarantine is actually helping now. Everyone wants to binge.
Well, as you know, it's our time because we're on different times right now. Because
we are the ghosts, the Vanderpump ghosts from the past.
Yeah. Hello. By the time you get this, it will be Halloween week, and you'll be thinking about what you're going to dress up as. But Meredith and I just finished Labor Day, so that's where we're at right now.
Oh my God.
Meredith,
and you know
what? Are you gonna do for Halloween? Have you even thought about it yet?
You know what? Every year I wear my old high school uniform.
Are you a slutty Catholic schoolgirl?
No, I literally just love my high school skirt so much.
Oh my God.
I just wear it with a tank top usually. Not too slutty.
Kind of slutty.
Kind of show off the boobs.
But I like it. Do your thing. I haven't even thought because I might be in New York for Halloween. I don't know yet.
Oh my God. My friend's stepbrother turns 30 on Halloween, and I love a good dirty 30 party. I'm just telling you right now. If anybody wants to invite me to their 30th birthday party, I thrive.
Yeah. That's the best age.
I'm so excited. My sister turns 30 on St. Patrick's Day this coming up year.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, listen, we need to get this quarantine over because the dirty 30 on St. Patrick's Day, oof.
That's me lit. Oh my gosh. I love good dirty 30. 30, flirty, and thriving. But yeah, so I might be in New York while you're listening to this, everyone. But if you want it sooner, there's a way for that. And let me tell you about it. So we have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/Vanderpasta, because sometimes I forget to plug it in the beginning. But now you have it. So you can get tons of fun stuff for really cheap. For $1 a month, you can join our Peter status, and you will get access to all of these episodes when they come out, like right after we record them. And you'll get access to our pre-show, which is so fun. Today's was a little more adult because Meredith and I are like kind of having
I thoroughly enjoyed it, though. It really put me in a good mood after a rough work day.
Yeah, no, it felt really good to like get all of our thoughts out there. But they're
usually
really
we're
fun.
A mess. I feel like today we were together.
Today was
like
adulting. Yeah.
Kind of like a mullet. So, party in the front, business in the back.
It's the opposite.
Oh wait, business in the front. Damn it. Today was business in the front.
Business in the front. Usually it's a party in the back. But I still thought it was fun.
I loved it.
I still don't ever want to end it. Okay, but then for $2 a month, you'll join our Sheena status, and you get everything we previously just said. On top of that, we're going to say your name on the podcast. Hey, Jackie.
Hey, girl. Hey.
We love you, Jackie. Actually, Jackie's my favorite. She likes every post we put on Patreon. She always comments back whenever I ask for feedback. She's the fucking best. On top of that, you will get access to our after show, which is where we kind of go deeper into the episode. Because as you know, we're doing these spoiler free. But if you want some of our thoughts, because we know what happens, and we got thoughts about what's happening now.
I always have thoughts.
Yeah.
Especially about these people.
We talk about it. Also, I do a book report on the after show about something or someone you might be curious about, whatever. My last one was really good.
I was about to say, last week's 10 out of 10.
It was pretty good. Yeah, it was really good. I can't even hide my talent. So, and then for $5 a month, you can join our Lisa status, which is everything we've previously just mentioned, both in Peter and in Sheena, but you also have the ability to ask us questions. So Jackie is a Lisa status Patreon member, and she asks us the best questions, the best Vanderpump questions ever. And it really
I enjoy them. Yeah.
But if you do become a Lisa status patron,
you too could also ask us questions.
Yeah, about anything. So whatever. Right now it's just been Vanderpump related, which we appreciate because we have a lot of opinions, but Jackie really makes this thing. And we're going to pick a patron of the episode. And ours is still fucking Jackie. Jackie! Love her. Also, be sure to join our Facebook group. It is the same name as the podcast. And follow us on Instagram at Vanderpasta. I think I got it all.
That you check.
Hell
Housekeeping done.
Check. We're not mixing it up, I don't think, today.
Man,
are you?
I literally meant to. I was thinking about it this morning, like how excited I was.
I was gonna say, we just kind of like literally logged off work and did this.
Yeah, I just immediately I have my work laptop right next to me. I just went from one to the other.
I'm on my work laptop, which I normally am, but you get it. But yeah, so I guess we'll just kind of jump into the episode.
Let's do it.
Loved this episode. Oh man, it just builds it. We're getting it ready. We're just building up my suspense for the good one.
I'm typically not a fan of these types of episodes, but like I understand we need them to get to where we're going. So like I'm pumped. We're finally getting to the meat and potatoes of the season.
Yes. Like there's going to be a lot on the after show because I just like need to talk about what's coming.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, as starting now, there's no spoilers and we know nothing. Let's go. So previously on Vanderpump Rules, Kristen is completely losing her damn mind because Tom cheated on her. And then everyone else is losing their damn minds because Tom and Kristen keep fighting and putting it out in the open, but it's fine because they make amends for the one night with Martha and Davis in the motels. Okay, Sheena is constantly injured, and the waitresses at SUR are over it. Schwartz did not get the SUR job that he had applied for after Sheena's birthday fiasco. Jax got Stassi's name tattooed on his arm. Stassi found out and she loved it, but Stassi's mom does not love it. And then Stassi and Jax ended the episode with kissing at Lake Arrowhead.
A little peck.
We loved it. Nope. I take that back. I didn't really love it. It was the most uncomfortable scene of my life.
I loved how awkward it was.
Oh,
I like cringed myself.
Okay, so now we open up the episode. We're at Kitson, which is where Jax is modeling with a girl named Malia. So we find out. I had to figure out. I think it's Malia, Malia.
I don't really know.
Jax has been modeling for 10 years, but would like to start being on the other side of modeling, like the director or the photographer.
Be in charge. Not the photographer. You think Jax could take a photo? No.
I don't know.
He wants to be in charge.
Models make good photographers. If you've watched America's Next Top Model, Tyra and Nigel are both photographers, and they were both models.
Okay.
And Twiggy. I'm telling you. So he says modeling is a great life if you're single, if you're not single, or if you're trying to get your girlfriend back. It's not a great job.
Yeah, I can see that.
And so this girl, Malia, she's like super flirty with Jack. She's into it. But also like, I'm thinking it also could be like, if you ever just had a day where you see a guy and you just have to like kind of be around him for a while. So you're like, I'm just going to
You're trying to make it the best. Yeah. You're like trying to make things friendly. Cause listen, I also she's just being a talkative person. And sometimes I think when you're like outgoing and bubbly, it comes off very flirty, but I think you're right. She's just trying to get through the day. But if sparks start flying, like, I don't think she's upset either.
Yeah, no. But Jax is like, he can feel the flirtiness off Malia. So he shows her Stassi's name tattooed on him.
Well, she's like, oh, cool tattoos. And he's like, yeah, I've got this one too.
And she basically, like, the photographer, everyone's like, it's kind of the kiss of death, man. You're not supposed to do that. And Jax
I love his response. Yeah, he's like, people keep saying that.
Yeah, he like does not care. So Jax then asks Malia, what would she do if she went out with a guy and saw he had a tattoo of another girl's name on his arm? And she said she would get him really drunk, get him in bed, get him naked, and scratch it off his arm.
Which,
so that's like fun.
Crazy girl 101 right
that
here.
That type of girl.
I mean, like, I get it.
If she was us who was just trying to probably like make it through the shoot and like just have a good time, I wouldn't have come up with this answer. I probably would have been like, I wouldn't go home with you. But this bitch kind of crazy because she came up with this.
Yeah, but it made it seem like more like a joke. Like she really wasn't truly flirting with him. Yeah. She's just like,
a little crazy.
Oh, I would literally scratch your arm off.
That's something Stassi would say.
True.
Jax has a type. But yeah, Jax says a few years ago he totally would have slept with Malia.
But now?
But like, I dare him to find one girl he wouldn't have slept with a few years ago. One girl.
Remember, like, the Tom's talking about the sheet, how he used to get so much action? There's no one in the world Jax wouldn't sleep with, in my opinion.
Ugh.
I mean, I think he has his pick, and he'll, like, pick a higher-rated girl, I'll say, even though that sounds like such a dick thing to say, but he'll always pick somebody hotter, but he wouldn't not sleep with anyone. He's
also very vain. Like, he's very much about, if I'm just going to sleep with you, I'm going to pick the most attractive girl I can find.
Yeah, but no offense to Laura Lee, but, like, she wasn't the most attractive.
She was the closest thing, though. She was close. She was there.
He'll just find somebody to like bug somebody else. There's certain things he'll pick, and I don't really think
it worked though. He was just trying to annoy Stassi, and it worked.
I know.
And he had sex in a sushi restaurant bathroom. He is not even complaining. So now let's go out to lunch with the girls. It's Katie, Stassi, Kristen. Stassi brings everyone little wines because this is a place that doesn't serve alcohol. And
why do you pick if you want to drink, why do you pick a place that doesn't serve alcohol? I don't understand this.
Pick like a BYOB place because they're like hiding it. Yeah. Just BYOB. It's fine.
Listen, I totally get having lunch without alcohol, but why wouldn't you just pick a place with alcohol is all I'm saying.
No. So Kristen is going back to SUR. Her probation's over. She's not excited. Whatever. So Stassi then tells the girls that she kissed Jackson like Arrowhead, and they are fucking thrilled.
Oh, man. Yeah, Kristen says that Jax will never leave her alone.
Yeah, and that Stassi should get a restraining order.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she won't ever do that. Stassi loves it, but I think we're a few steps away from Crazy Stalker.
Mm-hmm. So that's one couple. And then the other couple, Kristen and Tom, we don't know how they're doing, but Kristen informs us that her and Tom haven't gotten into any fights, and they banged.
Which is
oh my God,
insane.
Thank God. Stassi just knew it. She knew Kristen was going to get laid. She's so fucking thrilled. We're all thrilled. But Katie's a little skeptical. She doesn't think this saga is over yet, but she's going to pretend that it's done because she doesn't want to deal with the issues anymore.
I know. I feel like this is last episode we really saw Kristen and Tom like sweep things under the rug, in my opinion. I think they're tired of being the couple that fights, especially in front of all their friends. Like that was obviously embarrassing in Arrowhead. And now I think they're trying to slap a smile on their faces in this episode and be like, we're going to be happy. Like they both look each other in the eyes and they're like, we're going to be happy now.
We're having fun. We're going to be
we're having fun.
If you don't
What
watch
is that
Just the
from?
Key, it's Just the Key.
Yes. I was like, why don't we both know that? I was like, why don't we both know that?
We're having fun.
Wow,
totally
forgot
recommend.
about that.
Oh, it was good. So, okay. So now we're out to lunch with the guys. It's Jax and Tom Sandoval. Jax tells Tom about his modeling job with the girl. But they mostly discuss the like poses that they pulled out.
Jax felt a little rusty, but it's just like riding a bike, Sandoval says. Yeah. You know, you can just get back into it. You know, the sun in my eyes.
Yeah, you do the sun, or you do like the one arm, just like the one arm.
A lot of these with the chin.
You look confused. Oh my God. So Jax knows that Stassi would kill him if she knew about the girl. So they're just not going to tell her.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then Tom tells Jax that him and Kristen went to bed last night and had sex twice. Oh my God, Kristen really left out the details here. She's really hiding.
Oh yeah.
Twice. Tom's really trying to fix the relationship. Jax is like, whatever, this relationship is absolute shit.
Yeah, I know. When Jax says the odds are against them and it's only a matter of time before Kristen snaps, you know, like, if Jax is saying somebody else's relationship sucks, they must actually be in a lot
I love
trouble.
Like Tom in his interview, he's just like, yeah, Kristen pisses me off, but I love her.
Oh my
this
God.
is a mess. This is like this is messier than Jax and Stassi because they're just both like ignoring the issue.
Yeah, at least like Stassi's just leading Jax on, but she's kind of giving him some truth. She's giving him what he needs to do to be better. She's not closing the door completely.
Mm-hmm. But even when they were a mess,
whereas they're addressing it,
she called him out.
Their fights are them calling each other out in a way. Yeah.
This is more like passive aggressive, like you didn't
100%.
take the trash out and you cheated on me a while ago. And it's like, whoa, I didn't. Okay. What happened? Okay, now we go to Sir. We get a queen, Christina Kelly, asking a peasant, Jax Taylor, for a drink. I love how sassy she is. She hates Jax. It is so fucking obvious. I love it.
I know, but she doesn't give him the satisfaction of being an outright bitch. It's just like the subtle, like, that's not a jalapeno margarita. Lisa isn't going to be happy.
Yeah, she like tries it and she's like, that sucks. And he's like, what the fuck? Just feed it.
He's like, just take it to her. It'll be fine.
So Christina does. She brings it over to Ken and Lisa. Lisa asks her if like she's excited to get Kristen back. Christina's certainly not. No. Which I think it's just so funny that these are two people like so prominent in Stassi's life, and Christina Kelly is like also one of Stassi's friends, and she just fucking hates everyone Stassi comes out with.
Here's the thing. I don't think Christina minds Kristen outside of work, but I think she's over like this dumb drama in Kristen's behavior and attitude at work. Mm-hmm. Because Kristen does like either she starts drama or she like shares drama, like things that aren't really involved with her. She'll definitely share them and kind of perpetuate the drama at work.
She doesn't really seem like she knows like what even is going on at work. Like she seems like the type that her own personal drama would get in the way of work and then someone's gonna have to cover for her, which is probably my girl Christina Kelly.
Yes, but I do love that Christina Kelly describes
Kristen
as smelling like old coffee and like cigarettes. I was like, oh, everybody had probably immediately imagined that scent, and I was like, whoa.
From here, every time I see Kristen, even a little disheveled, I'm like, God, she probably fucking smells so bad.
It's disgusting.
Like old coffee and cigarettes.
Disgusting.
Okay. Lisa tries the drink that Jax made. She's unimpressed, and Christina Kelly will gladly bring it back to him and tell him to step up his game. So Stassi, meanwhile, goes to the bar to see Jax. She tells him she has a painting that he needs to hang up for her. And she asks him about the modeling shoot. Dun, dun, dun!
Oh, yeah. He starts to share some details, like it was good, da-da-da. And then Stassi asks if anybody else was there. And he's like, I knew you would ask. And she's like, oh, there was somebody? There was?
Yeah.
Who? Who?
Who was it?
There was a girl there.
There was a girl, and she is not happy. Stassi does not want to date a 34-year-old guy who has to model half naked with chicks for a job.
Yeah, which I get it.
Okay, I get it. But, like, also, this is, like, a little crazy, like, slightly crazy, but I get it because Jax is a cheater.
Here's the thing. I think it's coupled with a lot of things. It's his age, I think, is the big one. It's like, you're not going to do this the rest of your life. For me, the rest of it, who has to model half naked with chicks for a living, wouldn't really be there without the age part. Like, I don't think it bothers her that he does this that much, but it's like, at what point are you going to be an adult? Or like, where's your next step? You can't do this forever. I don't want to date you and then marry you. And you're just going to be a homeless person the rest of your life. And I have to support you.
Ooh, that's a good point.
That's where I think a lot of it comes. Because she always said, I want you to grow up. I want you to grow up. And then also the half naked with like girls has to do with the cheating. I was
going to say, I don't think it helps that he's a big cheater. So.
No. And she says, I've been in this world. Like, I know what it's like. Like, I know exactly what happens at these shoots. Like I said, that girl probably wasn't specifically looking to hook up with Jax, but she probably wouldn't be mad if something happened. I think it's just probably an incestuous world.
After they shoot, they could have like exchanged numbers, and he could have been
gotten
like,
drinks,
just grab a drink tonight.
It's so easy, I think, to meet people that way is to just casually do things. And if you hook up with someone, great. But Stassi doesn't even want to risk that.
So he does tell Stassi that he showed the model the tattoo of Stassi's name. But Stassi's still annoyed because she can't get it out of her head that Jax is hiding something.
No, she's like raging. Because the way that this conversation went down is Stassi did have to probe a little bit. And then he was like, oh, yeah, there was a girl. So I think Stassi's upset. Also, he wasn't just forthright with it, you know?
Yeah.
He didn't say, I had to shoot. There was another model. I didn't know that. And he didn't just lay it all out. She had a probe for it. Mm. So I think she wonders, will he ever actually be honest with me? So she's upset and walks off. Rightfully so. They
back to the back of Sir. So Stassi's out there smoking her cig. We get a cig sighting. I love a good cig sighting. And Jax comes out, and Stassi brings up her rules. Mm-hmm. You know, get an apartment, get a job.
I like the way she does this. Well, she's like, do you remember what we talked about? I always pull this whenever I like talk to my parents. I'm like, what did we talk about here? Because it's
so sassy.
Well, if you're not listening to me, why am I going to talk further? Like, my parents don't listen to me. And I feel like Stassi's at the point where Jax doesn't listen to her.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to like quiz them. What did we talk about? What were my rules?
And he does say, he's like, get an apartment, get a job. And she's like, and no modeling with chicks. Mm-hmm. We said last week, he only looks at the pluses, never the minuses. Yeah.
Yes.
There's a whole equation.
Apartment, roof overhead, plus job.
Minus girls.
Plus
family.
Plus family.
Yeah. I'm going to make a shirt of just everything Jax has to do. But okay, so this is one of her rules. And like you said, Stassi's been in this world, and she knows the world and Jax. So she knows that Jax can't control himself. And Jax gets so mad because he's been doing so much for the past year, and Stassi won't give him the benefit of the doubt. But it's like, you haven't earned the benefit of the doubt, bro.
She says cheaters don't get the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. I agree. I would think you'd have to be like 3 years past this with no hiccups to even get the benefit of the doubt back.
Agreed. Especially not just a cheater, but a cheater who turned all your friends against you and fucking lied until the last moment
and got a girl pregnant when he cheated. Like, there are so many things.
Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so then Jax says the second most romantic thing he's ever said in his life right after. So it's, I love you more than a bottle of vodka. And then I think it's this. God, I fucking love you, for fuck's sake. Put your name on my fucking arm.
Direct quote?
Man. Yep, direct quote. It's more of like a, God, I fucking love you, for fuck's sakes, to put your name on my fucking arm. That's more like
love the dramatic reading.
Thank you so much. And scene. But he's just so, and he like yelled it too, which just made it even more fucking romantic. I felt it.
Listen, I mean, at this point, Jax is fed up. He basically tells her, you need to forget it. Yells at her, like you said. And then finally breaks down like he always does. Do I even have a shot with you?
Stassi like does not bat an eye.
She's like, I don't know.
So like so I say like sometimes there are points where I'm like, okay, Stassi's being a little hard on Jax. I can see, he's been doing everything for a year. Like she's still kind of leading him on, talking to Frank.
Yeah.
Like I give him the benefit of the doubt. And then he says something so fucking stupid, like cheating should be water, or the cheating thing is water under the bridge. Forgive and forget.
Yeah.
And get over it. And Stassi's like, no.
I will never forget it.
You know who should get over it? Kristen, because she chose to get in the relationship again. Stassi has not chosen that. So she doesn't need to get fucking over anything. But this man like throws it back, and I'm like, you know what? I hope Stassi does fucking destroy your life for a little bit.
With his giant math equation, I think he forgets. Yes, even though you do all these things, that's not a shoo-in. It doesn't automatically equal Stassi.
Unless Stassi says we are back together. So also plus Stassi's acceptance
approval.
And approval. If you don't get that, the equation doesn't equal out.
I know, and then he drops like these asshole comments, like you said, it's just water under the bridge. No, that's not how this works, and you're adding some minuses. Like you're backtracking into like away from this relationship.
Yeah, and at this point, Stassi's like, I don't even know if this thing's gonna work. Like,
I think she needs to figure it out, though. She is like stringing him along.
She does. I get it though, and Stassi uninvites him from hanging the painting up. She's like, I don't need your help anymore. Uninvited. Bye-bye. And that was in the math equation. He had to hang picture up. So now he's like
picture on wall.
So now we go to Tom and Kristen's apartment. Kristen's in a nice baby pink. I don't think she's more of like a grungy type for me. So I was a little taken aback. But
I feel like she's a blue type and a gray and black.
Yeah, like I see her in like leather jackets and like
maybe
dark
a little red
makeup. But this is like a baby pink romper, and I was like, "What's happening,
honey? You're in a good mood."
Yeah, Tom went to Trader Joe's and bought Kristen $10 flowers. He's really it's cute. I love good flowers.
I don't mind
Doesn't matter how much. But the way Tom said it, he's like, yeah, I spent $10 on these flowers. And I was like, dude, you don't got to drop the price, bro. Like, it's
he said that in his interview. So that's a little better.
It was so funny though.
I love that he like didn't even really give them to her. He's like, I got something for you. Check the bag.
Surprise. But then he also like bought those like little things.
Yeah,
like,
he bought stuff for the apartment, a candle shelves, some glasses. I was like, this is kind of cute. It kind of in his own way, because I don't think guys always like get this stuff, but it kind of shows he's investing in the relationship. Like, let's buy more stuff together. We're gonna be together.
Yeah,
let's
for
decorate
our
apartment. Yeah.
And then he makes them some drinks, and they're sitting on the couch, and Kristen's a literal gorilla, the way she's holding her drink and trying to drink this straw. No, her whole hand was like, I have something to show Meredith, but her whole hand was like
was clawing, a giant claw all over the cup.
And then she did that thing where she's trying to chase the straw around her drink.
Oh, I never see it.
Oh my God, I could hear. But okay, that was my one Kristen note. I hate it. I wrote it in all caps. Okay, Kristen again is very unhappy. She has to go back to Sir. Tom tries to give some advice, like, when you go back, just try and like lay low, like don't worry about the drama.
Kristen laying low? What?
Kristen literally looks at Tom. She's like, I don't need to hear this right now. And I'm like, we know that's not
I appreciate Tom's like advice. I don't even think he's trying to say like apologize. He's just saying, like remain calm. Yeah. It's your first day back. Let's just ease into it. Let's not do anything crazy anymore. We need money.
Tom, shut up. I don't even need this. I'm gonna drink my straw some more. Goodbye.
I'm gonna chase my straw some more.
Chase it around this glass.
But the big thing is, Kristen does not regret standing up to Lisa, but she does need a job.
She does. She needs this money. Because Tom just bought these shelves and $10 flowers. They're broke.
Yeah.
No time. So, okay, now we go to Sir. We have a meeting of owners. It's Nathalie, Guillermo, Ken, and Lisa. and we find out that the back bar is done and ready.
Ooh, the Sir Garden is ready.
More customers, though, means we need more bartenders. Tom Schwartz is not getting this job.
No.
And Nathalie's there every day working with these people. She gets it. She's like, fine. If Tom's going to bring drama, goodbye.
We don't need another person from that friend group. Great idea. We approve. But Guillermo has a great idea they need a lady in the back.
Guillermo wants some hot ladies. Yeah.
Lady.
And they think Ariana would be a great bartender. They already know her. She's been working at Villa Blanca for years. So if they brought her over here, how I think it is too, like Villa Blanca seems very restaurant-y, like people go to the bar to like sit. Maybe they're on a first date and they're just chatting. Sir seems like we're about to go out, so we're getting drunk first.
Heck
so
yeah.
I think when people start out, because Sheena was also brought over from Villa Blanca. So I think people might start out there, and then once they get comfortable, it's like, we're going to step it up with you and move you to Sir, because that's a little more hectic.
Yeah, and I think you can go from Villa Blanca, a quieter environment, to Sir, whereas you can't go from Sir to Villa Blanca.
No. Villa Blanca doesn't do drama, from what I've learned. Tom also came from Villa Blanca. So I think, like, this is more of like, once we know you can handle Villa Blanca, we'll upgrade you to Sir.
We'll bring you to the crazies, basically.
And we find out Sir makes better tips, so.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's get it. So yeah, Ariana might be coming in for this job. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so now we're at Stassi's apartment. Jax comes in peace with a bottle of wine. The perfect apology, if you ask me.
I love this. I want every boy who enters my apartment to do this. I think I may need to update my dating profile.
Even when you're not
bottle of wine.
Even when you're not mad at them, they just show up with a bottle of wine, and you're like, yeah.
If you show up empty-handed, like at some point, I'm gonna run out of alcohol in my own apartment.
Agreed. Stassi's dog's very excited to see Jax, even though Stassi will not give Jax the satisfaction of knowing that. And so they sit down and they start kind of discussing this modeling shoot again. And Jax says he had to do this. He couldn't give up this job because he wants his sweater line in that store. So it was a good opportunity.
The main buyer of the company was at the shoot.
Yes.
Because of this sweater line you mentioned, he needed to maintain that contact.
And my first thought after this was, what sweater line?
Which was Stassi's thought too. You can't just wake up one day and start a sweater line.
Do you think he's going to do chunky sweaters? Do you think that sweater he ripped off in Vegas was his own design?
That's Stassi's best line is, just because you wear sweaters doesn't mean you can make sweaters. I don't like this because I think Jax thinks if he just throws out a concept like this to Stassi, it equals job.
Equals adult. Yeah, I am adult.
Just because you have an idea.
Yeah. I don't model like a child. Me make sweaters.
Ian, this totally is an excuse to wipe this, basically him not really lying to her, but yeah, he's trying to sweep this under the rug like it's no big deal. There was a buyer there. That's why I had to go. So Stassi can't be mad. What she says, this is probably an excuse you came up with last night.
Probably. Again, I'm like, what sweater line are we discussing right now? We've never heard about this before.
I don't think she would be mad if this was true, but he also would have said it yesterday, and we would have heard about this sweater line.
A long time ago. Plus, Stassi's pissed because she's actually in fucking fashion.
Yeah.
And this like rando man that wears sweaters is going to be like, you know what? I also have
sweaters that are ripped up the arm.
Oh my God, the worst.
And he wears inside out.
And he just fucking rips them off and throws them on the ground. How disrespectful to his sweaters.
The poor chunky sweater.
Whatever. But Jax thinks, and he tells Stassi this, he has a vision that a year down the line, him and Stassi will be good again. And Stassi's like, so you're not going to get laid for a year? What? I'm not doing this anymore. And they start arguing about porn.
I love this. I love that he loves to watch BBW porn.
Some big boned women. Hell yeah. So now we're going to hang a painting. Right.
So it's not a painting, I noticed. No. It's just a picture of one of her dad's buildings, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, no, 100%. Her dad gave it to her. But then Jax is like, oh, JK, I can't hang this because you didn't lay it flat. And Stassi's like, you don't fucking have to. You'll put it flat in the frame and put it down.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think either one could work. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's easier if it lays flat, but it's not a requirement.
I think an adult would have laid it out flat. However,
Stassi's 23.
These assholes can put it in a frame. It's not that important of a picture, too.
It's fine. It's like it's not the Mona Lisa hanging in your apartment. Like, it's literally fine. So, Stassi's like, never mind. You're such a little bitch. I'll just do it.
Yeah. I love that.
Whatever. And she hangs it herself because now Jax is like absolutely fucking useless.
He like puts it on the hook. I think because it looks like she nails it into the wall and he just hangs it.
Yeah. She's like, your arm span is bigger than mine. Just do this one thing.
But Jax does say he wouldn't do half the stuff he does for Stassi for his own family. And to be honest, that doesn't shock me because I doubt he does anything for his family.
I agree. I 110% agree. So, goodbye, Jax. Useless. Some men are just useless. Okay, so now we're at Sir, and Ariana is here. Ooh. My girl, I love Ariana too. She's up there with Christina Kelly for me. Just
not here for this hairstyle she has, but like,
my God, it was disgusting.
I love a good braid. I love a good. I call them headband braids, but it was like out. It was like bangs, bang braids.
Yeah, no, her braid did not look okay, but she's still hot. I don't understand. Man, if I wore that, my hotness rate would just...
Yeah, but she didn't look hot in that with that hair. I'm just saying it. Dropped her like a few points.
Wasn't she always wearing a sundress too?
Yeah, which...
Ooh.
Interesting.
She's like Kristen. I think Kristen and Ariana have similar styles from what I... Like the vibes I get. But they were both like very bright. It must have been like the midst of summer.
I feel like Ariana's more like Katie, I would say. Maybe in between
Katie maybe a little Katie.
Yeah, because Katie can be a little girly, but not too grunge like Kristen, but can rock all of it.
Yeah, not too girly. She like kind of flirts with that.
Wears a dress, but it's not like pink, like Stassi pink.
Yeah. Okay, so Ariana is coming to Sir because she's never caused any problems at Villa Blanca. She seems like a really good worker. Lisa really likes her. Mm-hmm. But Lisa has to ask her about, some drama that might be happening. Ariana says her impression of Sir has always been that everyone that works there is a complete basket case.
Which she's dead on.
Yeah, but the bartenders make really good money. So
gotta
do what you gotta do.
Heck yeah.
Ariana and Sheena are best friends, which is exciting.
Love it.
She's like down, but she does know, and she lets Lisa know that Kristen doesn't like her. And Lisa says that Kristen doesn't like anyone, so, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think Lisa at this moment says, if I, didn't hire anybody or fired people who Kristen didn't like or didn't like Kristen, I'd have no one, which is true.
So true.
Literally true.
So we find out, Kristen hates Ariana because Ariana and Tom are friends from working together at Villa Blanca together. And Ariana knows that Kristen's super insecure in her relationship.
Yeah.
And here, it sounds, from what I can gather and what I personally know, Tom worked at Villa Blanca for a few years. And I think both of those years he hung out with Ariana. They worked together at this bar. And your work friends become your real friends. Hi, Meredith. Yeah. That's us. And because you spend every day, and especially I think bartenders too, there's a lot of time.
Yeah, you're in close proximity. We even, it's basically as if we worked in a specific office. You had an actual office in the same area. They're right next to each other. So all you do is talk to each other. Exactly. And I bet that even though he hasn't worked at Villa Blanca for a while, I'm sure they have worked at events together. There's no way they haven't worked together.
They both seem like two really good bartenders who are liked by the owners. So of course they're going to utilize them. And we know Kristen is really insecure in her relationship. So
despite the smile she's putting on, she's not happy in her relationship.
But Ariana says she tells Lisa she's not the type to get in people's business. She won't seek out any conflict. Mm-hmm. And Ariana gets the job. Welcome to Sir.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, so now it's nighttime at Sir, which means it's work time. Guillermo stops at the bar and talks to Jax. and lets him know that Ariana is coming to Sir. And
I love the way Jax handled this, to be honest.
Oh my God.
I just thought this was so funny. He says, Kristen's going to be so mad. Have you told her?
And Guillermo's like, why do I have to tell her? What's happening? And he's like,
I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to spread any rumors. Yeah.
Like, I don't want there to be drama, but
I did hear that Tom and Ariana slept together.
Yeah, he's like, he won't say it, but he's implying. He's like, Tom and Ariana.
I'm not going to not say they haven't slept together.
Whatever. He's like so fucking sly. And so then Stassi comes by and Jax lets her know that Ariana is coming to Sir. And Stassi goes, why is that an issue? I like her.
I love that. He does not know how to read a room.
I love how to me, this was Jax. Obviously, Jax was trying to tell Stassi because of the drama, but I think Stassi took it as Jax was warning her, and Stassi's like, "Why do I need to be warned? Like, it's not like it's Sheena."
The way he said it, he was like, "Did you hear? Like, Ariana starting?"
Coming.
She's like, "Oh,
what?
Okay."
I don't give a fuck. And Jax is like, "No, it's a problem because like Tom and Ariana," and Stassi's like, "Aren't they just friends?" So then.
I think she knows what he's trying to do, and I don't think she wants to play into it.
Because she says Jax told Stassi a while ago about Tom and Ariana, but Jax didn't have any details. Jax is a known liar, and whenever he's in trouble, he'll make up anything so he looks better. So Stassi's like, Stassi's a classy bitch, where she's not gonna spread a rumor that's not true.
Listen, I will listen to all rumors, and if people say something's up, if somebody else notices something with them, I think she would bring it up. However, she's not just going to, fly off the handles.
She's not going to spread it.
Random thing, yeah.
Yeah, like when Ariana comes, she's not going to make Ariana's life a living hell because we don't know if this is true or not. Or
she's going to wait to see if sparks are flying, and if sparks aren't flying and she has other evidence, she's going to be like, all right, I'll start telling people.
But she says Jax doesn't have the details. He doesn't have the receipts. She can't do anything with it.
Nope.
But Jax is kind of freaking out. He's like, I don't know. I don't think Ariana should come here because I want Tom and Kristen to work things out. But that's
which is so dumb.
And Stassi's like, okay, goodbye. She's just like, what the fuck is happening? This is the weirdest. Stassi
this was a waste of my time.
So confused. So now it's the next day at Sir. Kristen's back. I'm so happy. Oh my God, you're back. You're back.
This is the best. She walks up to Nathalie and is like, hello. And Nathalie's like, what are you doing here? She's like, it's been 2 weeks. Already?
Kristen's been there for 6 years too, so I think she gets suspended a lot, so it's really a nice break when they get 2 weeks off. But immediately Lisa summons for Kristen. And Lisa says she makes allowances for Kristen because she's been around for so long, but I'm giving you a warning that Ariana is coming to Sir.
Yeah.
And Kristen's like, that's fine. We're great. I love Ariana.
I loved this. I actually loved that she lied about this because
this was great. Because Ariana,
but Ariana was truthful, so Lisa knows the truth. And I think this was so funny that Kristen even played it up as if they're friends.
Yeah, no. Kristen should have just said that's fine. There'll be no issue. But instead, Kristen's like, oh my God,
we're great.
We go to party. We get our nails done together most of the time. I'm pretty sure she's coming to my sleepover.
Her voice went up 3 octaves.
Oh
oh, yay!
I love Ariana. You could just tell she was but I appreciate it because Lisa knows that there could be issues, and now with this, Kristen's trying to be there are no issues.
Well, Kristen has to walk on eggshells after coming back from a suspension, so.
Yeah. Also, it was great because right after Kristen was like, that's fine, I love Ariana. It cuts to her interview and she goes, I hate that Ariana's gonna work here. She just has to disguise her disgust. But yeah, she's gotta be on Lisa's good side. She feels confident that this will be fine, and her and Tom are solid now because remember they brushed everything under that rug.
Yeah, they bought some candles and flowers, and they are great.
Yeah, that rug is back at their apartment, so Sir's fine. They don't even see the issues here.
It's not under the Sir rug. It's under the home rug.
Yeah, we're fine. But after the meeting, Tom asks how it went, and Kristen said it was really good, and they hug each other to fucking celebrate because we're back,
great.
baby. So now we get drinks at Nick's with Sheena and Ariana.
Oh, yeah. See, okay, this is where I think Ariana looks hot. The hair and the last one, hot. She went down Ariana's 2 points. Great. Now she's back at it.
And we are cheersing to working together.
Woo! Woo!
Sheena and Ariana have been friends for years, since Ariana started working at Villa Blanca. Sheena really loves Ariana because she has this weird, dry sense of humor. And she just loves everything about her.
Wait, okay.
Everything.
I'm curious to see Sheena and Ariana's friendship because they don't look like a likely
oh my God.
duo.
We all know Sheena's very like, what's the word? Abrasive? Is that my word? I'm
not sure. I would go with a little ditzy, a little girly, like some things that Ariana's not.
She wants to be your friend. She wants to be invited. She wants to be
attention. Ariana seems very chill.
Yeah, she doesn't deal with the drama that Sheena's trying to get into.
No, but I guess for girls, sometimes it is nice to have somebody opposite of you just to do your own thing. But I don't think they're going to be great friends in a larger group setting. I think they're great one-on-one friends.
Yeah. I was going to say one-on-one's interesting. But okay, so Ariana starts tomorrow and Sheena's going to be there. So it's super exciting. Best friends work together on the first day. Sheena says it'll be nice to have a real friend, which I get.
Yeah, I feel
instead of the fake psychotic ones. And Ariana agrees that there are a lot of fake bitches there.
I mean,
boom, those are some fighting words. Ariana tells her about her talk with Lisa and how they mostly talked about problems that Ariana might have with Kristen specifically. And Sheena says that Kristen always has an issue with Ariana, but super kisses Ariana's ass, which wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
But then, Ariana says that she believes Kristen is bipolar and a crazy person and needs medication.
100%.
And then Sheena asks Ariana about the Tom rumors, which is she just needs to know. Sheena doesn't know anything. She just wants to know.
This is an awkward thing to bring up your friends. And this is a rumor flying around, sir. Yeah. So I think it's good she brought it up ahead of time. But Ariana clarifies they're just friends. Nothing more. Nothing has happened.
Yes. And then they talk about a little bit Kristen's super insecure about it. And Ariana's she should be. I'm smarter than you. I'm cooler than you. I'm prettier than you. Get the fuck over it and get on with your life.
10 out of 10 quote, honey.
Fighting words.
I love the confidence Ariana's bringing to the table. She's walking into SUR with her head held high, and I think Sheena tried to do this, but didn't know how to stand her ground, whereas I think Ariana is going to come in with 100% confidence.
Yeah, great. Also, she starts to get a little mean, and she goes, Tom's doing you a favor by dating you, looks-wise, and I would say personality-wise. But then she drinks her wine, and she goes, there's notes of cuntness in this Pinot Noir. And I'm yeah, a little bit. I love it though. Because you get drunk, you get a little mean. It just fucking happens. It's fine.
Oh, 100%. I love this. I'm not always about the mean, or not always. I'm not about the mean girl thing, but I'll watch it on TV.
I'll watch it. Also, I don't think she would genuinely go out of her way to make Kristen's day a living hell. But she knows Kristen would go out of her way to make Ariana's day a living hell.
Ariana is not going to start a fight, but she's not going to back down from one either.
She's going to end it. She's the type to just end that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so now we go back to Stassi's apartment. Jax is there. Surprise, surprise. He is sweeping.
Or trying to.
That's what he gets for doing stupid shit. Or for doing stupid shit.
Yes, but Stassi tells us that Jax is a waste because he can't sweep, cook, or even hang things. And he's just such a waste of a large body, which is true. Do you think he could even move a couch if he needed help moving?
He would complain about it. He's that
Probably
person.
Sit on the couch rather than move it.
Be I just need to think about how I'm going to move it. He'd be that guy. And then Stassi asks what happens when you get a new girlfriend and you have my name tattooed on your arm? And Jack says, well, you're going to be my new girlfriend.
He's trying. Hey,
The cheese.
Can't fault him for trying.
The cheese. Okay. So now we're at SUR. It's Ariana's first day. Tom is going to teach her. They're in like kind of a back bar kind of thing.
Yeah. Tom like greets her so cute. He's like, "Happy first day, hey friend."
Welcome to SUR. I think he's excited because
I think so too.
Who's he had to bartend with? Jax and Frank?
He was talking about Jax specifically whenever they were training and how we just were like blind turned that they obviously have worked together, so they have a good work chemistry and know each other, like how you work behind a bar. And
they don't seem like as, Jax just kind of seems stupid where he's like behind a tiny bar and just turning around left and right instead of being like, to your left, I'm right here.
Behind,
Behind. Tom does give her shit, though. She did not bring her own bartending kit, which, I don't know. I love
apparently
that.
Nobody really does but Tom.
Yeah. Tom does say in his interview that Kristen isn't a fan of Ariana, but there's no need to be worried. But I will say, Ariana and Tom gave us some fun little banter. I liked watching them just behind the bar hanging out.
Oh, yeah. I really enjoy this. He said he was excited because she's chill, unlike the other SUR girls. Like, he's giving her a lot of compliments. Yeah. He's excited. They're chit-chatting. And, of course, one of the waitresses, Danny, comes over and asks, or, like, is getting something from their bar and is like, "Oh, Ariana, are you working here now?" And Ariana's like, yeah, I just transferred. Today's my first day. And she's like, "Oh, interesting."
And she just like walks away and it's like, well, all right. But you know what? Ariana's doing a fucking great job. She's happy that Tom is teaching her because he makes a killer drink. And they do an awesome raspberry mojito and she gets initiated as a real SUR bartender.
She also, this is when she tells us that she has never slept with Tom Sandoval. Sorry.
Sorry.
I love how she can make that bitchy. Like, I haven't even slept with him. Sorry.
I love that he knighted her. It's
so cute with the muddler.
Let me tell you, if I was Kristen, I would also feel super insecure. Like, I would fucking feel it.
Oh,
after watching
because they're good friends.
They're so fun. They're just
and there are some people. Listen, guys and girls can be friends. In my opinion, they can be friends because in this moment, I believe Ariana is not looking for anything. She just like loves him as a friend. Like, they just enjoy each other's time. And I think some people just have great friendship chemistry. And this is clearly coming across as flirty to other people, but they're both bubbly, fun people.
Yeah. And you know what? Kristen really hasn't been fun for a few episodes. So
he's probably so hyped to have a good time because he gets drama from Kristen, drama from the other girls in the group. Jax is a mess.
Him and Ariana did not discuss anything dramatic in this.
It was making drinks, making jokes about drinks. Yeah.
Was it raspberry?
Everything is triple sec and whatever. And she's like, "What does this have in it?" Triple sec and whatever.
You killed it. Muddle it faster. It was just so fun. But while they're having a good time, we go back into SUR, where Danny tells Christina, Kelly, and Stassi that Ariana and Tom are working together. And there's, there's some chemistry. And Stassi knows Kristen's here. She can't find out.
But this is the moment I said would happen. The minute Stassi finds out something like flirtiness is happening, this is when she'll release her information. And she tells them that Jax told her a few months ago that Tom and Ariana hooked up. But Stassi says that she can definitely get the truth out of Sheena. She's not 100% sure if it's true. She does warn them. This is what I heard, but Jax can't be trusted. But let's go to Sheena. She'll know.
Yes. In Ariana and Tom's defense, though, Danny is stirring this pot so fucking hard.
Yeah.
She is,
but I don't think this rumor is too far off base just because
it's not.
Of how they are interacting.
Yes, but I think it's shitty of Danny to be like, I'm pretty sure there's something going on back there.
On the first day, this is the first day. Yeah.
Kristen is currently working there. She just got back from probation. Tom just cheating on Kristen. Just like bring it a level down.
Yeah. I would say give it a little bit. And if like this is how it constantly is, I'd be like, oh, this is interesting.
But no, we're going to find out immediately because we go to the back of SUR and Stassi lays down what she knows for Sheena. Here's what she knows. She heard about this rumor. She's got to know the truth. What's happening? And Sheena says, Tom and Ariana hooking up is not true. And if something did happen, she would know about it because that's her best friend.
I love it. She immediately denies it, says it didn't happen. I would know. Not happening.
Yeah. Ariana told Sheena. Sheena's going to believe Ariana because that's her best friend. And Stassi was like, why would Jax pull this out of his ass? Why would he make up this rumor? And Sheena's like, why wouldn't he pull it out of his ass?
And Stassi does say she is conflicted because Jax does lie, but also Sheena would protect her friend if this was true. So
my
who
only
do you
thing
believe?
Is, like, Sheena says, Tom or Ariana told me her and Tom never hooked up. Ariana is my best friend. I'm gonna believe Ariana in this one. And Stassi repeatedly is just like, are you sure? Are you lying to me? Look me in the eye. And Sheena repeatedly is like, I'm not lying. This is what I know. This is my friend. And Stassi like kind of gets mad at her. And
I know.
Like,
Stassi got really aggressive, which was annoying considering when Jax told her this earlier, she was like, this isn't true. You have no details. I don't like how, I think she just wanted to fight with Sheena, to be honest. I think she got to a point. She was like, I want to argue with her.
And Sheena's being very nice. She's like, I understand where you're coming from, protecting Kristen, but I'm going to protect Ariana. So, like, what are we doing here? But then, speaking of Kristen, she walks out right in the middle of this convo, and obviously neither one of them are going to...
convo.
Sheena and Stassi aren't going to fucking say anything because it's
early.
about
They're
Kristen.
Smart.
Yeah,
too early.
And two, like, we're just not going to do it. So Kristen walks out and looks at them. And they're just sitting there counting their tips, which I think they do in the back anyway. And they both have like a water glass. Like, it's not anything weird, I think.
Yeah.
But Kristen walks out.
They are arguing. Yeah. So as soon as Kristen walks out, they both shut up and it's silence.
Is so fucking funny. And then Kristen.
That's how you know people are talking about you when the conversation 100%. Immediately stops when you come in.
Yeah. So she goes, Stas, you done? And there's like the most awkward silence. And Stassi's like, yeah. Because I think Kristen was going to be like, oh, if you're done, like, you should come with me. Like, we can leave together. So Stassi did that, thing. And there was another awkward silence. And Kristen just looks at them both and goes, okay, I'm out. And they're like,
but she like whispers something like on her while she's kind of right before she walks away. She's like, in a sense, what are you doing? But she or not whispers, but like mouths it. And Stassi gives her a look like nothing.
Get
it's
out
fine.
Of here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm out. Yeah.
And they literally wait until she rounds the corner to even talk again. I was like, silent. I can't imagine what was going through Kristen's head. She probably thinks they're like gonna hang out afterwards, but
my God.
That's what I was thinking is Kristen probably thinks they're gonna go hang out, but don't want to hang out with her.
Yeah.
And then it makes Kristen feel weird, like, okay, they're just blowing me off and just what is happening?
I agree. I think it's hilarious.
Because Kristen hasn't been there in 2 weeks. Who knows what's been happening at work while she's been gone?
Exactly. So they resume conversation. Again, you stick up for your best friend. I'm going to stick up for mine. Stassi says she thinks that the rumors are now true and she hopes Sheena isn't lying to her.
Yeah. Stassi says, if you brought in a cheating whore to this restaurant, shit is going to hit the fan.
Also, Sheena didn't bring in Ariana. So, like, I think Stassi really just wanted to fight with Sheena. Like, that was it. That's what happened here.
Because also, this goes back to the reason Stassi hated Sheena from the minute she walked into the place.
I know. I think this was just this. I think it should have ended after Ariana told me that nothing fucking happened.
I believe her. You can believe whatever.
If you want to fight for your friend, great. Talk to maybe Tom
I believe
about
mine. We're at a standstill here.
So now we go out to lunch. Okay. It's Christina, Kelly, and Stassi. They're sitting there. And then Katie and Kristen walk in. We're so excited. We're getting cheese balls. They're risotto balls. Oh my God.
Sounded amazing.
And Christina seems like the type where she can play it off as like, I don't really know anything. So I'm going to ask the hard questions.
But she asked him like a nice way. Like, how are things going?
How are things between you and Tom? And like, Katie, how are things between you and Tom? And Tom Schwartz is trying real hard to get laid. That's what we find out.
Yeah, Katie went home after work smelling like, what'd she say? One of the chicken dishes or something.
The crispy chicken.
And they were like, I know, girl. That always happens to me.
Oh,
and she's
my
like,
God.
yeah, I walked in and Tom just literally dropped a whole thing of condoms. Like, let's go.
And Katie's like, I smell like crispy chicken, so his ass didn't get laid. Sorry about it. And then Stassi is like, why aren't any of us getting banged right now? And Christina, speak for yourself. My sex life is A-okay. But it sounds like Christina has a boyfriend, so.
Yes, yeah. And, I mean, she kind of nods to the fact that, in a way, Stassi truly isn't all alone. You know, she's stringing Jax along.
Yeah. Your sex life is fucking fine.
Which we know Christina hates Jax, but obviously they're going to talk about it. And Stassi reveals, she's stringing him along a little bit, and she does feel a little fake about it. She's not really happy with how it's going, but she doesn't really know what to do.
She's got to break it off. She knows.
But I mean, speaking of fake,
Kristen says, oh, really? You feel like you're being fake? Let's talk about last night. And Stassi's like, what? And she goes, why were you having cocktails with Sheena? I wrote down this whole conversation because I was like, it's so fucking stupid.
I thought this was so funny because
it's so funny.
I just think Kristen is 24/7, not really sure what's going on, but this especially, she would have no idea what's going on. Yeah. So I think this is so funny.
It's just so funny. So she calls out Stassi for having Sheena or cocktails with Sheena. And Stassi says there were no cocktails. Like, she was doing her nightly report. And Kristen's like, that's some bullshit. I saw cocktails. And I looked, and it was just water.
I saw drinks on the table. Water. I was wondering that. I remember not seeing truly a cocktail.
No, it was just like a water in a wine glass. Which I'm assuming.
Oh, it was in a wine glass.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so Stassi's like, you're going to want to shut up because you don't even know what you're talking about. Because they're
no clue what's going on.
And Christina, okay, did you see Christina? Her hands were like out. She's trying to put her hands over both their mouths to stop them. But it doesn't work.
Well, because they're screaming in a restaurant.
Yeah. So Kristen is not getting over this because she definitely fucking saw some cocktails. I don't know what Stassi's talking about. There were cocktails. And Stassi's like, you want to know what I was doing? I was making sure Ariana and Tom aren't fucking. And I was like.
It's like, whoa.
And Kristen.
But what's crazy is, in theory, once Kristen finds out the truth, she should be pissed at that rumors happening, but happy at Stassi. But no, that's not the reaction.
It's the opposite. She looks at Stassi and says that she knows they aren't fucking. And Stassi's like, I was just making sure because the rumor.
Be a good friend.
Kristen's like, I don't understand. You're dumb to believe that rumor. And Stassi's like, well, I don't know. I just had to
I'm helping you out. I'm trying to investigate this without bringing you into it to make sure nothing's going on. But of course, Kristen's like, stop talking about my relationship.
Yeah, she goes, I don't know why you're worried about it. And A, you're her friend, and B, you those two brought everyone else into their fucking relationship.
And this is when Katie gets involved. This is when Katie's like, excuse me.
Yeah, oh my God. And Stassi even said, she's like, I'm concerned for you. So then Christina Kelly comes through. She wants to get real. She confirms with Kristen that Tom has cheated and asks if Kristen is stressed that he could cheat again.
She says this all so calmly too. I think this takes the yelling out of the argument.
And Kristen says she doesn't want to talk about it. But Christina says we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So fucking try again, Kristen.
Christina said we're talking about it, so we're talking about it.
Yeah, and Christina lays it out and says you shouldn't be with Tom because there's always going to be a scar on that relationship. And you know it, Kristen.
Yes, but Kristen does not want to let go of her 5-year relationship.
She dismisses it because the relationship is fine today. So forget it. We're having a good week. And Christina's like, oh my God, you can't just have a good week.
Yeah.
Stop holding on to it. Just break up with him. And Stassi says, you got to cut the cord if this relationship goes south. Kristen can't talk about it anymore.
No.
That's the new rule.
Kristen says she's not going to talk about it anymore. So then Katie says, well, then I think it's Katie who says, well, then don't come to us whenever it falls apart. And she's like, Katie, just stop talking.
Yeah. Why are you in this conversation?
I'm like, this is where you can tell this is such a hard topic for Kristen. She's totally ignoring it.
Yeah. And she's like yelling in this restaurant. So it's double embarrassing for everyone.
Yeah, her and Tom want to ignore the problem. She wants everybody else to ignore the problem. But honey, this is reality. They're giving you what is actually happening.
Yeah. She's like, conversation's done. I don't know why we're talking about this still. This is so annoying. And Stassi's like, we're talking about it because you asked me what I was talking to Sheena about. And that's what I was
You're the one who brought this up. Yeah. This is your fault we're talking about this.
Kristen's just lashing out and yelling at everyone. And Stassi says, then you should go. Like, if you're that unhappy with us, you should go.
I love when Stassi does this. This is a classic Stassi move of, then you just need to leave. Go. Just go.
Yeah. But she says it's almost like, I don't even give a fuck. Then go. Like, this is your decision. You fucked up. Get out.
Yeah. In a way, you're the only one who doesn't want to talk about this. So why don't you leave?
And she does. Bye, Kristen. And that's how this episode ends.
This is a good one. This went by quick.
Yeah. Yeah. It was... Well, because there wasn't anything like specific we had to really get into, but we're building up to like the mess that is season 2 that I love. I'm 2 episodes ahead, so I like know what's coming, and I'm so effing excited. Boom, boom.
Well, tell me what happens next time.
Nathalie is organizing a surprise birthday party for Guillermo. Ariana and Tom go shopping together. Danny is still stirring this damn pot. Jax finds a lump on his chest, and we find out breast cancer runs in his family, and he goes to the hospital. I know, this is suspense. All right, well, let's accept and block some bitches.
What do you want to do first?
I don't know. This one I feel like I accept and block the same people every time.
I know. I wrote mine down and then I glanced through my notes and was like,
I mean, I don't mean to, but okay, I know who I'm going to accept. So I think that one's probably easier for me. I think I know who I'm going to block, but I block this person every 5 minutes. So.
Okay, then you go first with your accepted.
Okay. I'm going to accept Ariana. I think.
Same.
Oh my God, I'm good. I'm glad we have the same one. She was so good in this. I love her confidence. I love her getting the job at SUR. I love her working with Tom. I think their banter is so funny. I just she seems like a bad bitch and I love it and I want it.
Sometimes when we get new characters, I feel like we don't really get a well-rounded story. It takes a while for it to get started. Yeah. But Ariana comes in hot. She's got a friend in Tom, her bestie Sheena. She's already got her gang. So we got a lot of her for her just being a pretty new character.
Yeah, and honestly, she hasn't done anything wrong yet. And people hate her. I also love Stassi saying she likes Ariana. So I think
Stassi doesn't have a problem with her. Very well liked.
Unproblematic.
She has one problem, and it's Kristen, but I mean, obviously, that's Kristen's
Everyone.
fault.
That's Tom's problem, that's Sheena's problem, that's Jax's problem, that's Stassi's problem, probably Katie's problem,
Christina's problem. Yeah.
Nathalie hates her. Yeah. Yay, Ariana, we love you. Okay.
So happy for you and so excited for you to have joined this cast.
I can't wait. Okay, so now we got to block someone.
I mean, I can do mine first.
Do it.
I mean, I'm blocking Kristen. She's just
me too.
Literally such a crazy person. On her first, I do think she did handle her first day back, to be honest. And awkward little snub whenever she sees Stassi outside, but that doesn't excuse the fact that she's sweeping all these problems under the rug still. And going above and beyond and really putting on a fake face that everything's so great and Tom bought me flowers and we have new glasses, so we have a great relationship again. We're starting anew, but you've never addressed the problem and worked past it. You're just pretending it doesn't exist. So then you're just going to scream at all your friends that you don't want to talk about it with them either.
I was going to say, I was iffy about Kristen until that last scene when she goes, I don't understand why we're talking about my relationship. And Stassi literally has to be like, you're the one that ask me. Like, you're relentless. And no, she can get the fuck out.
You can tell this is a huge trigger for her. She just immediately starts yelling every time her relationship gets brought up. Either whether or not it's Tom's bringing it up, she brings it up, Stassi brings it up, whoever brings it up, Kristen immediately starts yelling.
And I get it, but if you choose, I say this every time,
move
if you choose to stay in this relationship, you got to suck it up and move on.
100%.
Okay, so Ariana's our new Instagram friend, and Kristen's left for another week. Goodbye.
This was a fun one.
Oh, this was fun. I can't wait, guys. I already watched episode 5 and 6, and they were so much freaking fun. And now Meredith and I are going to do our after show for like some fun spoilers, which you can find on our Patreon, patreon.com/Vanderpasta. Follow us on Instagram at Vanderpasta. Join our Facebook group. So much fun.
Do it all.
Yeah, and I think that's it.
And we're out.
Thank you so much.